Hi, my name is Aganza Kisaka and I'm an acting teacher with Yenze Theatre Conservatoire. I'm an actress, a playwright, a director, and sometimes a producer. I was the former associate producer for the KITF Festival in 2016. It was perhaps the first festival I participated in, and I was acting in the Bichodo by Joshua Mali. And at that time it was at the National Theatre. And I remember everyone being in the hut behind the theatre. That's where the performance was. Okay. I was just packed out and I wondered how we were going to do this full stage play. It wasn't yet complete at the time in a little hut. But we managed and we got a good audience. And then I think years later we were able to do it, a proper stage play in the main theatre. But that was all because we had that first experience at KITF. My biggest memory is from assisting and being associate producer in 2016 for the festival. It was quite a feat that Asime Deborah Kawe entrusted me with. I remember that time we had large teams from all over coming in. We had a team from Rwanda, we had a large team from Rwanda, a large team from Nairobi coming in, and then one from the UK as well. And what made that festival special is that almost all the casts became friends. We were all staying here at Indere Cultural Center. And I looked forward to lunchtime, and I looked forward to the end of the day of the festival because then we just hanged out together and it was a great time. One of my works was featured at KITF, I think it was 2017. I don't quite remember. It is called Black. It's talking about race and blackness, inspired by Frantz Fanon writings on blackness, but also my own experiences as a traveling black female artist. It was directed by Dr. Charles Mulekwa. And it was such a wonderful experience. It was a sort of debut of myself as a playwright into the Uganda scene. And it was at the Indere Center Auditorium in the little pit. Ah. And I remember just looking up into the audience and it felt packed out. And I was super proud of the team, 4 actors, and just being able to establish myself as that. So I'm thankful for KITF for giving me that platform and launching my journey as a playwright. It wasn't my first play, but it was my first play back in Uganda. Then a second play of mine was featured in KITF. That play was called Killing Time. What was special about that screening or festival, which was the online festival, was that we got to interact with plays that we wouldn't have been able to travel to Uganda, or artists that wouldn't have been able to travel here. And then for us, the artists whose plays featured Ugandan artists, other people got to see our work, which is one of the joys about KITF. It's really the networking and connections that it brings. And so through that screening of my second play, it was able to be put on some really great international platforms like Hall Round. It was also picked up by other festivals, one in Nairobi, one in Nigeria. And that just shows you the distance or the breadth that KITF has in theatre culture, not just nationally, but also internationally. Let me just say, it's not easy to put a festival together. So for it to be at 10 years is just a miracle, and I don't take that for granted. I congratulate Asime Deborah, I congratulate her team, and all the minds, all the directors, and coordinators that just support this and nurture theatre in Kampala. For the next 10 years, this might be a long shot, but maybe Tabere Arts Foundation will have its own theatre and its own home to showcase the festival. It would be great to see more Ugandan directors coming onto the scene and new plays, new Ugandan plays coming onto the scene. Well finished, well rehearsed, and just some new voices that talk about the current times. Because right now we have a lack in directors. and the playwrights that are coming up still need to workshop their work. So the works are unfinished, or they're still marinating. So maybe we'll have a little bit more of that. Or even traveling to other festivals, and we're able to take work to other festivals as KITF and merge festivals in East Africa. Congratulations, KITF! 10-year anniversary. I would like to wish KITF a happy 10th anniversary.